Hey guys, Matt here. Today I want to do a video talking about the importance of holsters and slings. Now, for a lot of people out there, this is going to be like preaching to the choir, but there's a lot of new gun owners out there that, haven't been around as long. Maybe it's their first handgun, maybe it's their first long gun, maybe it's just their first gun, period. And they haven't got to the point where they understand the importance of having a good holster for every handgun and a good sling for every long gun. In fact, I even know people who, they've been around firearms for years and years, and they go out and they buy a new gun, and 6 months, a year later, they still haven't gotten a good holster or sling for it. I know that sometimes you buy a gun and you look at the gun and you go, well, I'm not going to carry this, I'm not going to open carry, conceal carry, anything like that, so don't really need a holster for it, just going to take it to the range. Or get a new rifle and go, well, I'm not going to be hunting with that, so I don't really need a sling to drag it around. But there are other reasons why you want to have a good holster for every handgun or a good sling for every long gun. Now, for me, the most important reason to have a good holster or have a good sling is to secure my firearm, all right? Now, in the home is one thing, guys. You're in your home, you're with your family, you know your home and your family better than anyone else. So, if you want to leave a gun by the nightstand or hidden somewhere in your house or wherever you keep your firearms, you know what works best for you. But outside of the home, it's my opinion that any live firearm you have, and by live firearm I mean any firearm that is in a condition with little to no manipulation can be made ready to fire very quickly, okay? So any live firearm you have should be secured to your person somehow, all right? That is always going to be the safest and most secure place for it. It's on your person, where you are the only person in control of that firearm at all times. You're the only one who can manipulate that firearm at all times. That is safe and secure. Okay, this is why having a holster for every handgun and a sling for every long gun is very, very important. There's a lot of options you can go with. In my opinion, when it comes to getting a holster, it should be done when you buy your firearm, okay, or very soon after. All right, when you're going to buy ammo, buy a holster too, or buy a sling too. All right, before you're ready to go to the range, you need to have something to secure that firearm. How many times have you gone to the range and seen somebody at the range and they load up a gun and they set it on the bench and they go do something else? Now, most of the time, nothing ever happens with that. In fact, I've never even heard of an incident where somebody was grabbing someone else's gun at the range and did something with it. That's not to say it hasn't happened, and that's not to say it couldn't happen. And for that reason alone, you want to make sure that your firearm isn't sitting on a bench somewhere at the range, but it's in a holster, it's on a sling. We've got a rifle here with a sling on it. That is secured. This is now on my person and I'm in control of this rifle. If somebody were to try to grab this rifle off me, all I'd have to do is pull my arm like this, all right? And then it's going to be really hard to get that rifle off of me, all right? That is secure to me, all right? Got a holster right here. Now this is just the 357 that I picked up not too long ago. Got a little leather holster for it. It's just a cheap little Allen. These things run about 20 bucks. They're very inexpensive and they work very well. Great if you're gonna, let's say, take your firearm out hunting, or let's say you want to just go to the range or whatever it is. Not necessarily a training holster, but it's a way to secure the firearm on my person at all times. A lot of options out there. We got Serpas. We got mil-serp stuff. If you're concealed carrying, you got inside the waistband. Also great for training. All right, a lot of options out there. A lot of different types of slings and holsters out there in the market, and they all will work very well to make sure you have secured your firearm to your body in some way, so that you are the only person in control of that firearm. So anyway, that's it, guys. Just remember, holsters, slings, very important. One of the first things you should buy when you buy your new firearm.